What's up, my Madden Rebuild Warriors? My name is David, and I'm bringing you the free agency video, all levels of free agency, a little mock drafting there towards the end. I want to make one stipulation. There were some oversights that I fixed. Ignore Michael Pittman. He was a target of some of our teams. He was eventually won by the Washington Commanders, spoiler alert, but I made a mistake. I didn't realize that he was added to an extension by the Colts. I missed that. I knew that he had been franchise tagged, and I thought that he would be in free agency, being only franchise tagged. They drafted A.D. Mitchell. I thought, he was his eventual replacement, but he was given a 3-year extension. Um, so he was taken off the team that won him and put back onto the Commanders. Everything else, I want to let you know I spent over a week fixing the teams, putting the rookies from the 2024 draft onto the teams that they need to be on, along with the 2024 free agents. Um, this free agency for the 2025 season is absolutely amazing. There's a lot of teams that were in cap hell and they had to cut really good players, um, and just naturally some really good free agents. So if you thought 2024 free agency was good, I think this free agency is even better. So teams are pretty much accurate, and then you have to account for what free agency is going to look like going into next season. Um, we are controlling 8 teams. If you didn't know, this is an 8-team rebuild. We rebuild against ourselves. The Washington Commanders went to the Super Bowl last year, but they were quarterbacked by Justin Fields. He is no longer on the Commanders. He's now on the Titans. That's the only team that really, has a different quarterback is the Titans with Justin Fields. But the Commanders do now have Jaden Daniels, almost pretty much just a swap of quarterbacks. So there you go. That is a little intro video to free agency. All of free agency here. At the end, I ask you who you think won free agency. And then the next video after this is going to be the draft video. Most of these teams have everything put together going to the draft. There's even a CPU team that has a pretty nice free agency. So pretty cool. Let's get into the video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell me what you think of franchises. Any questions or comments, let me know. Tell me who you think had the best free agency at the end of the video. See you. What's up, my Madden Rebuild Warriors? It is free agency time, and we are going to go team by team of our 8 franchise focused teams going into offseason number 2. The Miami Dolphins were crowned the Super Bowl champions, and that is a direct shot at our Patriots, who only won 8-9. Drake May did not play particularly great. They were a 500 team. He had a couple good games. Mainly their defense was their saving grace in most of the wins that they had. What do they need? They need a number 1 wide receiver. They have to bring back Ramondre Stevenson because he signed a deal with them. They need a left tackle, right end, middle linebacker, right outside linebacker, and a third corner. They have a ton of money to play with here. So let's look at who we have lined up and targeted. You can only go after 5 guys, and we're going after men that want to come here. Chase Young, David Bakhtiari. Yeah, he didn't retire, but he is a free agent. JOK. We're trying to make a phenomenal defense here. Hassan Reddick and Terrence Johnson. The Bills lost Terrence Johnson free agency. Yeah, there's some teams, as I explained in my last video, that just cap hell. They couldn't resign people. It is what it is. The rookies and the free agents for last season were all reset and put on the right teams. And this is what free agency could look like coming into next year. A lot of teams had dead money, cap hell. They're all had their caps cleared. So plenty of teams have plenty of money. But we have big names we're going after here in New England. Now, we're not going after our number 1 wide receiver yet. We're not going after Ramondre Stevenson. He will just be put on this team no matter what. So We need a left tackle, and we just want to make the most insane defense. We are switching to a 4-3. So these are the players we are going after. JOK has quite a few of our franchise focus teams after him, the Bears and the Panthers as well. Hassan Reddick, it's between us and the Commanders, and there's no one really after Taron Johnson right now. Now let's look at the next franchise focus team. All right, so we have the Tennessee Titans next up. They went 10-7, just missing the playoffs. They could really use a pass rush at the end, right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, and a free safety. So let's look at who we are targeting. Justin Simmons would be a great catch. Not, giving him the biggest of deals. Going after a fullback. We need a fullback. We're going to run the ball. We got some great running backs here. Terrell Dodson wants to come here, and Nick Bonito, is that how you say it? It's between us and the Panthers for his services. So nothing crazy. As far as a pass rush at the end, we do need that. I don't know if we don't really have the money for that. So we are not going after that in this particular part of the draft. I don't even know if we should be going after some of these guys because we are up against the cap here. We'll probably have to change Nick Benito's deal. I mean, he wants a ton of money, and I don't know if we're gonna give that to him. But nothing crazy here from the Titans. All right, so now we have the Cardinals. They have $122 million to play with. They need a left guard, center, a right tackle, a defensive tackle, a third cornerback, and a fullback. They have the 24th overall pick. They went 11-6, winning the NFC West, and I thought really we're going to be the team to possibly make a run at the Super Bowl, but that did not happen as they were upset in insane fashion against the 49ers in the first round. If you have not seen that game, go watch it. What an insane finish of that game in the first round of the playoffs. Let's look at the free agents we're targeting here. Brandon Ayuk really wants to come here. Third wide receiver is not that big of a need, but he wants to come here. DJ Reader, between us and the Chargers. Awuzi's a free agent now. We're going after Spencer Brown and Isaac Salmau. Should be a good free agency here. Hopefully we don't get outbid by the Texans. That's insane what they're offering him. I don't know. Do we have to give him more? I mean, we're already, so that's 14, 11, 12. A 4-year, $100 million deal. Shit, we can't get outbid here. 4-year. I think that's even better. We got so much money, guys. Yeah, what's 5-year, $150 million deal for Ayuk? Yeah, we gotta be aggressive. Too much money not to give him more. All right, so that's the Cardinals. They should have a really good team. You got Kyler Murray. Trey Benson is now on this team like he should be. Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, Tejon Palmer. I don't know. Tejon, however you say it. McBride's a superstar. Paris Johnson, Evan Brown. Yeah, they do need a left guard, center, Will Hernandez. So they need help on their offensive line. But B.J. Ojulari had a great season. So did Zavon Collins. They have the rookie Darius Robinson. So they're going to need another tackle. We're switching back to a 4-3. They have great linebackers. This man's an incoming rookie, so we're just going to leave him as it is. Sean Murphy-Bunting, Max Melton. He's now on this team. It's a great team. They could use another safety or in the box at some point. So Cardinals got some people to build up here. Some more players to add for sure. Let's get to the next team, which is the Carolina Panthers. It's amazing the Panthers had one of the worst records in the league, going 4-13. And they have a number 2 overall pick, I believe. And their coach got a bunch of points. But the Panthers are low key going to be good, man. Let's talk about the free agents we're going after. We're going after Javon Holland. Going after Greg Newsome, JOK, Nick Benito, Bonito. But what do they need? The Panthers need a number 1 wide receiver. No, that's not. They need a right end, and they're probably going to go after that with the number 2 overall pick. Left outside linebacker, right outside linebacker, corner, and free safety. We're just going to go after the best players we can and go from there. But, Bryce Young, can he take a step forward? Jonathan Brooks is now on this team. They should be good at running back. Jonathan Mingo, Xavier Leggett, and Terrace Marshall. I mean, they're going to have great seasons. This is a good receiving core. They got Tavion Sanders now. He had an amazing year in Miami, and we put him on the team he should be on. So he should be taking a step forward. They got a left tackle. I like what they did with their offensive line in free agency. Robert Hunt, Taylor Moton. You got Jadeveon Clowney. So I don't know if Amari Barno can really handle things here by himself, but we need another end, Derek Brown, and we put Nazir Stackhouse on this team. He was not in the league, but he will be next year, so he'll just be there. Josie Jewell. So, again, we're another team that's 4-3. Another guy that we put on this team that wasn't supposed to be on here, wasn't in the draft. So we need a free safety, and, we got work to do, but we got picks to do it. So, number 2 overall pick. We're going to make some moves. I low-key like this Panthers team. They're going to be in the Chargers playbook, so that's really good for them. Panthers, watch out for them this year. I'm telling you. The Bengals don't have as much money to play with. Right now, they're only going after Michael Pittman. They're not a team I really see making big moves, signing a lot of players. They just have a good team. So right now it says we're going after 2 players. I don't know who the other one is, but we're going after Pittman. I don't think we'll get him because he doesn't want to come here as much. So that's really all the Bengals are doing. That's a quick one. We're gonna keep it moving. The Bears. Everyone's gonna be interested in what the Bears are doing. They got money. They got a lot of it, and they got needs. So who are they going after here? The Bears need wide receiver 3, a D tackle 1 and 2, a left outside linebacker, and they're going to need a free safety, but that's going to be Byard. So they're definitely going to go after Byard. He needs to be on this team. They're going after JOK, Amari Cooper to play the slot, and Alan McNeil, and then probably get our other D tackle in the draft at pick number 26. So just filling in needs and adding to this team. This should be a really good team going forward. I mean, they have an awesome wide receiver core. DJ Moore and Rome Odunze. Odunze was one of the best wide receivers last year. For the Bengals, he needed to be put on the Bears, of course, and we just kept him like he was. So we got a great team here. I'm pretty set with their offensive line, and we traded for Josh Sweat, so we'll just keep him on there. That's kind of all okay. They need D tackle real bad, left outside linebacker, but yeah, dude, they got a great team. Just need a free safety and another strong safety at some point. All right, let's keep it going. So the Bears, now it's the Commanders' turn. The Commanders need. I think they need another running back, personally, but I don't know. Well, maybe Brian Robinson will be enough. But they need another wide receiver, a left tackle, right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, kicker, and punter. Going after Pittman. Sam Reddick wants to come here. Havenstein, Jedrick Wills Jr., and Cade York. So, not going to have a lot of money leftovers. I'm not really sure we should go after all these guys, to be honest with you. We might change this up. I don't want to get into a bidding war with Pittman. He just wants to come here. And Hassan Reddick, I don't know. We might go get on some other guys. I'll update you on that. We decided to do that because leaving ourselves only 2.75 left in cap is probably not the smartest thing when we have other needs. So right now, that's who we're going after. Whether we change, I'll let you know. And the last team we're talking about is the Los Angeles Chargers. They were the best team in the NFL, but didn't win the Super Bowl. We're going after defensive line. We're also switching to a 4-3. We need a D tackle. We'll probably pick up the other one in the draft. They need a left end, 2 D tackles, right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, cornerback 2 and 3, and a second strong safety. So I mean, we're going with some old guys here that are chasing the title. I don't know if we'll stay on DJ Reader. Might let him go. Maybe. That still leaves us $8.97 million to play with. There's no left end here. We might go after him in the draft. I'm not sure, but getting some veterans here. I like it. Going after some vets. So we need some players for sure. And we'll see if we stay on DJ Reader. Let me go through this again, and then we'll advance and see who goes who. All right, guys, it's advance time for the first round of free agency. We did make some moves here. For the Bengals, they're going after a big-time running back in Nick Chubb. It's either him or Najee Harris. You know, these teams love to steal players from other teams in the division. Nick Chubb is out there chasing a ring. I know they have Chase Brown, but they are going for it. You know, all these teams are going for it. This is the final season that we're going to be having. The Bengals do need a wide receiver, but it doesn't matter. I moved some things around. Let's just advance and see who won who. Simulation. We all love simulation. All right, so we got some players here. Free agents. All right, well, we got Byard. Oh, the Bears got JOK, Amari Cooper, and Alan McNeil. Wow. Bears are loaded. The Bears are loaded. Can we see all the teams? Nick Chubb went to Bengals. The Cardinals got Brandon Ayuk, Pittman to Washington, Amari Cooper to the Browns. Bakhtiari to the Lions. Jedrick Wills to the Commanders. Cardinals got Isaac Salamalu. Sheriff's still out there. Haven't seen to the Commanders. Spencer Brown to the Cardinals. Lawrence is still out there. DJ Reader to the Cardinals. Allen to McNeil to the Bears. Eric Armstead to the Chargers. The Patriots got Chase Young. Crazy. Commanders got Reddick. Jalen Phillips went to the Patriots. JOK to the Patriots. Chargers got Spillane. Dodson to the Titans. Greg Newsome goes to the Steelers. Oh, none of us got him. You got to be kidding me. Bill stole Taron Johnson. Woozy goes to the Cardinals. Stephon Gilmore to the Chargers. Javon Holland goes to the Panthers. Byard goes to the Bears. Simmons didn't sign anywhere yet. Steelers making moves. How about this? Hafunga's still out there. Tufunga. All right, well, there's still plenty of names out there. That's crazy. All right, so still plenty of big names to go off the board here. Let's see what happens. All right, my Madden Rebuild Warriors, ladies and gentlemen, let's advance to the next round of free agency. All the teams we control, all 8 of them, have placed their bids on the next round of players that they are interested in. Some big names, some small names filling in the gaps. Excuse me. Let's get this moving and see where every player is going. All right. Sign free agents. Let's see who got who. We'll go by. Oh, Mac Jones went to the Vikings. That's weird. Joe Mixon to Cowboy. Ramondre Stevenson goes to the Patriots. Kyle Kuzczak to the Titans. Card to the Patriots. Gilliam to the Cards. Janovich to the Panthers. Who doesn't like fullbacks? We already know these. Cooper went to the Bears. Mike Williams to the Patriots. Jerry Jeudy to the Seahawks. Wow. Tony to the Patriots. Hunter Henry to the Jets. So a lot of big names out here still. Salamalu. Ted Karras back to Cards. Brandon Sheriff to the Steelers. I don't know about that one. Spencer Brown, Havenstein. Ooh, the Chargers got the Marcus Lawrence, Jalen Phillips, Darius Smith. Steelers are just making absolute moves. DJ Reader, Eric Armstead, Chase Young to the Patriots. So many names out there. Khalil Mack to the Texans. Shaq Thompson back to the Panthers. Marquise Bell to the Patriots. David Long Jr. to the Panthers. We already know about JKO. Wow. Kendall Fuller to the Panthers. Panthers, baby. Justin Simmons went to the Colts. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wow. Hafunga went to the Buccaneers. Jamal Adams to the... And Justin Reed to the Cowboys. Jamal Adams to the Chargers. So looking pretty good. There's still some big names out there. None of the kickers went anywhere except for Logan Cook with an E went to the Commanders. So nothing too crazy except for Funga going to the Buccaneers. Tyron Smith still out there. I mean, Greg Newsome, that hurts. All right, so we got some more moves to make, I think, for some of these teams, and then we'll advance again. Najee Harris is still out there. Wow. I gotta take a look at this Steelers team. There's no way they got Brandon Sheriff, but okay. All right, guys. Well, there's not many big names left. It's mostly just filling in kickers and an occasional piece here and there. There's some big names still left on the board, so let's advance and see where we get to. I think it should be one of the last advances we have where anybody significant signs. So let's see if we get a more clear view excuse me, of what's going to happen here. And we're of course simulating to mock draft number 5, which is a very important mock draft because it tells you who goes where. Jets. Najee Harris to the Giants. J.K. Dobbins to the Bills. Mitchell. Keenan Allen to the Giants. Oh boy. Raiders get speed. Deontay Johnson to the Giants. Giants put together a nice little team here. Jerry Jeudy to Seahawks. Oh wow. Still some names out here. McCall Harmon back to the Jets. Okay. Tyron Smith still out there. Wow. Tyler Decker went back to the Lions. Cam Robinson. Mitch Morse. Nate Davis. Lions making some moves. Havenstein, Spencer Brown, Trey Pipkins to Chargers. Ooh, Chargers got DeMarcus Lawrence. There you go. Some good names here. Tons of names still on the board. Anyone stand out to you? Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think is crazy. Xavier Howard to the Raiders. Byard. I mean, the Steelers just making moves. Nah, Penix got to go somewhere else. Sorry, Bills. Penix needs to go. I believe he's on a different team right now, so might have to put him on that team. I did my best. I did my best to make all the teams as best I could. All right, well, it seemed like everyone got their kicker and the punter they wanted. Nothing crazy that round. Still some big names out there. But really nothing we can do about signing those guys right now. It's time to do private workouts and get to the draft, man. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Guys, it's time to go over the free agency recap. A couple teams here I'm going to highlight as far as winners. Who won the free agency? I'm not sure. So the Bengals got Nick Chubb, and that's all they got. So the Bengals are pretty much a complete team, and they got the best running back in the league. Then we have the Bears. You know, they already had Byard, so we can't count that. But they got J.O.K. Amari Cooper is the third wide receiver, and a big need, Alan McNeil, and that pretty much finished off what they needed. So they're pretty much good. And then you have the Chargers, and their big signing, I would say, Chargers' big signing overall wise was DeMarcus Lawrence. They also got Jamal Adams, Stephon Gilmore, Robert Spleen, Eric Armstead. They got Cameron Dicker, a punter, and Horvath. So they had a really good free agency. But most of those guys are veterans, ring chasing. And then we have the Commanders, and their big signing was Hassan Reddick. They also got one of the best wide receivers, but we had to fix it because I, at the time, only thought that that was his name, Pittman, was franchise tagged. I didn't see that he got an extension, but he has an extension, so we fixed that and we put him back on the Colts. I thought he was just going to be franchise tagged and not re-signed when they drafted A.D. Mitchell, but whatever. They have 4 wide receivers. So back to the Commanders. They got Hassan Reddick, haven't seen a right tackle, Jedrick Willis at left tackle, a punter, a kicker, and a fullback. So right now, I think the Bears had the best, and then the Chargers. I think. And then we get to the Panthers, and their big free agency signing was Javon Holland, followed by Kendrick Fuller, Rasul Douglas. They got Shaq Thompson, Reed Blankenship, David Long Jr. So they got one guy in the 90s, 4 guys in the 80s, plus Stanovich, kicker, and a punter. So the Panthers really sucked on defense last year, and we are not letting that happen again this year. I love the Panthers free agency. And then we have the Cardinals, and the Cardinals' big signing, poaching from a division rival. That seems to be a theme in the NFL, and I try to stick to that as much as I could with some of these signings. But Brandon Ayuk goes to the Cardinals. He's a 93. They also got DJ Reader, Awuzie. They got Spencer Brown at right tackle. They brought back Ted Karras. They got Gilliam at fullback, Isaac Salamalu at left guard, and Jonnu Smith as your tight end too. Cardinals had a really good draft. So we got some competition here for who has a better draft. Titans, I will consider the Titans to have got T. Higgins as a 90 overall, even though he was signed last year. When we were the Bengals, we didn't franchise tag him. But we'll consider him their big signing. And other than that, they got the best fullback, and they got an outside linebacker and a left outside right and a left outside linebacker that were in the high 70s. So Titans and the Bengals are definitely out. And then you get to the Patriots, and the Patriots are just a different breed of offseason for the simple fact that they had the most ridiculous amount of money available, and we had to take advantage of it. And they got Cam Young as an 89. They got Bakhtiari, who's an 88 at left tackle. They got Teron Johnson, who's an 85. They got maybe one of the best left ends. Well, they moved him to left end. But Jalen Phillips, they poached him from the Dolphins. They got Mike Williams at wide receiver, Patrick Ricard, Mike Bell, Kadarius Toney, Nick Benito, and EJ Speed. They got an entire team, especially on defense. Another team just going all on defense. Corners. They had no pass rush really last year, and they really are beefing that up. So they got two of the top pass rushers. Hey man, we're going. The rosters were made to be pretty accurate, except for you got to anticipate free agency for next year. And I mean, just some crazy teams with cap hell. The Bills were in the cap hell. They had to get rid of one of their tight ends. I had to throw him back into free agency to fix him because they made a crazy trade with the Jets. Also had a really good. I don't know. I'm jumping everywhere. Had a really good free agency. The Steelers. The Steelers had a really good free agency, and that started with grabbing the best corner, Greg Newsome, and then they also boosted their line with Brandon Scherf, and they now have one of the best offensive lines in the game, which is crazy. Giants did okay. Yeah, but so Knox is back in there. I had to put him out. There's some good players left. Keenan Allen went to Giants. Marquise Brown, speed. Deontay Johnson. Giants had a nice little draft. Judy. Yeah, so good for them. J.K. Dobbins is not on the Bills because they don't have the money for it. I had to drop him. Yeah, so. And they also got Alohi Gilman. So now they've got a pretty good free agency. They did a pretty good free agency. They got really good corners. And, yeah, man. Watch out for the Steelers if they get a quarterback. You need a quarterback. All right. Well, I don't think any CPU team really competed with us. I do not. But I don't know. The Patriots count because the Patriots had so much money. So I guess we have to eliminate the Patriots, right? Because they had too much money. They got an entire defense in free agency. It's like a dream team. That leaves the Cardinals, Panthers, Chargers, and Bears, I think. And Commanders. I don't know. What do you think? Holland, Fuller, and Douglas. I mean, they got a really good defense. I mean, the Panthers pretty much did what the Patriots did. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to see. Why don't we do it this way? User teams. Create a new character.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with.
See who now has the highest overall. Commanders are 85. Panthers are 87. Patriots are 87. Oh my God, Steelers are 91. All right, definitely not the Titans. Bears are an 89. Maybe we have to give it to the Bears because that brought them up to an 89. Cardinals are only 84. Chargers are only 84. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to have to go. I keep the Chargers are only 84. Guess we're going to have to go Bears. Bears are ready to win this year. For sure. Patriots. I would want to say the Panthers because we brought the Panthers up from such a low mark. I don't know. I got some really fun teams. I'm excited to. I'm excited to see. All right. Well, that's free agency. Next is the draft, and that'll be our next video. I mean, most of these teams don't need anything from the draft, but it's always fun to get rookies. It's just a generic draft class. Teams like the Jets need a quarterback. Uh, Steelers need a quarterback, which I wrote down somewhere. Rams need a QB, kind of. Seahawks need a QB. Giants need a QB. Those four teams need a QB, and I think we have four potential first round draft picks at QB in this upcoming draft. So, all right, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Tell me who you thought had the best free agency. I'm just going to default to the Bears for getting JOK, Amari Cooper, and McNeil at defensive tackle because those were just their three needs, and they filled them, and they got really good ones, and they're now the highest rated team of all the teams we control. So the Bears are ready to win this year. All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.